Welcome back to Water Park Rangers. Let's play Chameleon Twist. In the last episode, we made it here to the final episode and the final level, Ghost Castle or Casale. What?
Ghost Castle sucks.
Oh, you're just waiting for me to say Ghost Castle. You can say it sucks.
Yeah, the last episode you promised something about explaining that
mini game.
The
right.
the pool table mini game.
Right.
Okay, well then I will explain it. Here's how that mini game worked. If you couldn't tell just by looking at it.
Hold on, I think I can give a great explanation of this.
Okay.
So the point of the mini game is that you gotta hit the balls in with the cue ball. For those of you who have never played pool before, the cue ball will be the white ball with no number on it. Whenever you get a scratch, which is when you hit the cue ball into one of the pockets without hitting any other, actually whenever you just hit into the pocket.
Before ending the game.
Yeah, it just hits you on top of you. So basically you just gotta hit all the balls in it.
Yeah, that's the idea. And also you can't hit any other ball besides the cue ball. They just don't react, which makes enough sense actually.
Right.
So it's actually a pretty well-programmed game. Of course, every time you scratch, yeah, it tries to fall down on you, so you do want to luck out for that. There's also no magic. There's magic. There's no 8-ball.
There's no such thing as magic!
Because, of course, having an 8-ball in it wouldn't really make any sense. I mean, what happens if you sink that? There's supposed to be some kind of penalty.
There is a penalty.
The world explodes.
I think you
The universe ends.
I think you actually lose.
True fact, by the way. That's what happens.
So don't do it, kids, please.
Yeah.
I like the universe.
We all do. Please don't destroy it. That's like one of those polite little signs they have, and like,
Please don't destroy
like,
universe.
please don't walk in the grass. Thank you. The grass is smiling at you.
The grass hates me.
Precarious crown there. You could fall off the edge. You saw how I failed in that earlier room with the barrels, where you don't actually have to get to that exit. Because that fork in the road, they actually both lead to the same staircase in the end, and this is just the easier way to go of the two. So I kind of cheesed it there, but whatever.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. We're getting all the crowns, almost all of them, one way or the other. We're getting
what's going on here? It's a little trippy.
Right. Control disappears for a moment, and the room that is a pretty average-looking library flips onto its side.
There's a cutscene, an in-game cutscene.
It's the only one. You're right. Hey,
wow.
Never noticed that before.
Crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought.
Oh my god, it's happening again.
Admittedly, this was kind of a cool concept.
It keeps happening.
Thank you. And this last bit here is a little bit iffy. Because the last jump you have to make to get the last crown over there is very hard to make because you usually hit the ceiling.
Like that.
Yes, I'm going to cut ahead. And now I'll show you how to do it perfectly. These jumps are pretty easy. Just take a little extra bit of time. Time it. Yeah.
Da da da.
And yeah, we hit our head on the roof there, so.
Whatever.
Chameleon brain damage, not that it really matters.
Yay!
No!
Oh
Don't.
man, dude, you're so good.
I guess I forgot to cut out that last failure. Whatever. You know what this is reminding me of? This looks like the prefect level where you have to sneak past those. It looks like the overhead floor plan.
Except it's sideways.
It's rain sideways.
Oh my god, it's a great moment.
Family Guy. Great moments.
It seems that a plane is coming down to crash, where he hears Ollie Williams report, out of the wrong airport! Thanks, Ollie.
This is that central hall I was talking about that they both join at. Anyway, these enemies here are supposed to, I think, be clogs.
Shoes.
They're clogs that are probably inhabited by ghosts, and you just eat them and shoot them out. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to. They're kind of just there for no reason. And you just have to jump across this room. Don't fall into the little green parts, because you can die, because there's abysses through there. Like so. Darn it.
Not a big fan.
Ah! Game, you're a jerk.
Oh man, dude, you're
Not a
so
big fan
good.
of abysses.
No, I'm not. Stupid cavernous.
You could say they're abysmal.
Exactly.
Haven't done that in a while. Oh yeah, this room's fun. You have to take out all these candles. The closer you are, they'll shoot up fire for defense, so... And also the fire is a special kind of enemy. It will mimic your movements. It means you can't jump over them.
I always win straw hat by hook or by crook.
Oh yeah, actually, I watched a good deal of the 4Kids One Piece episodes on DVD. I bought them for like $2.
Mr. Pedo.
It was a waste of time. I really regretted it. That being said, it was much better than Birdemic.
Oh my, the best was when we thought 4 kids would do the Avatar.
What was that again? I forgot
It's
the
like they
joke.
cut out like half the episodes because they were too violent or promoted like marijuana.
Yeah, even with like Avatar even has a good deal of not really being as violent as it possibly could. Too often, the problem I have with a lot of the villains is they'll be like, and I know this makes sense considering the main character and his abilities, but for insignificant people, they're like, no, don't kill them if they can be a threat. Just put them in the dungeon, get out of my sight. So you can escape later, obviously.
Right.
But yeah, you don't have to kill these candles if you don't want to. If killing candles is even a thing.
You know
But you do get a crown.
You know the funny thing is they only killed 2 people in the entire series.
Who are they again? Oh!
Zhao and Combustion Man.
No, one more.
Oh no, Zhao dies!
I was about to say Scratch. That's not... Jet. There we go.
Jet.
Poor Zhao.
Yes. Poor Zhao. Really? What did he do?
He was promoted Admiral. He had such a bright future
No,
ahead
he
of him.
didn't.
He had his whole life ahead of
The
him.
thing is...
What do you have? Nothing!
The thing when you get promoted to Admiral in Avatar, it's because they just want to make fun of you. Like, there are no good Admirals. There's Admiral Fong, who's just like...
There were other admirals besides Zhao? Sorry, I forgot.
I think, remember the one who wanted to use the Avatar state? He's like...
Oh, yeah.
He's like, use the Avatar state. We can end the war right now. And then he, like, destroys the entire camp with, like, no control. Exactly what we're looking for! We'll start the way to the Fire Nation tomorrow!
I should explain what happened in that last room. It was kind of over really quickly. You can't get past the line of China that locks you inside after it starts spinning. You have to hit one of the mirrors. One of those mirrors is gonna get you out. The other is a fake. This puzzle reappears one more time. It's stupid, but that's how it works.
Oh. And then there were the 5 Earth Nation generals who just got captured in, like, 5 minutes by the Dai Li.
No, actually, I remember that. I brought back a souvenir. Dai Li agents.
That's just such a bad souvenir.
Dumbest souvenir ever. Also, isn't that like...
See, usually
legal?
if I bring home a souvenir, it's usually a t-shirt or a statuette or something.
Or a pen.
Or a pen.
Pens are lame.
Like a Dai Li pen.
A Dai Li pen. Oh no!
It's like, thank you, visit Bossing Say soon.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. There are too many stupidly quotable lines in that show. Oh yeah, I kind of like this room. This barrel endlessly churns out fire, and you have to walk around it or eat it. You can't jump over it. We're a fire eater!
That's pretty manly.
Kinda is. Also, for some reason I really like this enemy sprite. There's something endearing about it, in its simplicity.
It's so adorable.
It should have been in Super Mario RPG.
I think it was.
It really, I think it is. Somewhere. Come on, it's the most generic little fire
Oh boy,
thingy.
this puzzle again. It was so fun the first time.
This is hard on Kaiser Twist, though. It's quick.
Oh.
And the aiming is ridiculous.
Let's see. It'd be quick in a game that goes at double speed.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
What a
I guess it was a pretty obvious fact, but there you have it. Captain Obvious.
Like the rain. Oh my god. I've been making that reference so much. It's not even funny.
What?
The rain. Just references to rain
The
and being
reference
left out
to
at
the
and
rain.
getting stronger because of it. I don't even know how that works. Nothing else there, I suppose.
Yeah,
Thank
magic.
you, camera.
Thank you.
And now here's that puzzle again. It's harder because there are more mirrors, so you just gotta get lucky. I think there's actually, it's always the same one. I just don't have a good memory for which it is. Wasn't that one. This is pretty crazy. I don't know how they came up with this as a puzzle.
It's pretty random.
I
It
can
is.
give you a reason.
Why?
of
I mean,
course,
what?
it's the last one.
Done.
One
Yeah.
day they were in the supply closet and there was some Windex and they were bored and they were like, hey man, what if we made something with mirrors? And I'm like, yeah. But what if we shot fire at mirrors? They're like, yeah. And that's how it was made.
And now the most notorious enemy in the game, Cigar Man, who just shoots out. They can actually crash if you're playing this on NCT4 and not like. Actually, this will crash in NCT4, not on the computer. If you let them spawn too many of those enemies, they'll crash the game because there will be way too many.
Yeah, the N64 won't be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. See, kids, cigars are bad.
The fun thing to do normally, and take my advice, is not to fight these guys. Is just to run through the room and then at the end, turn around and eat all the fire. Then go into the next room and just spit it all out for like 1 minute of fire breathing epicness. Or at least relative epicness. As epic
as this game's gonna
as
get.
I was gonna say, as epic as Chameleon Twist will allow. They're kind of weird. Also, this is clearly a very Japanese ghost castle.
Yeah. The tatami mats and the
Yeah. Wax walls.
wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
Miyagi's Fortress of Death.
Da-da!
The original Karate Kid was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I like the
Great
original
movie.
Karate Kid.
Never saw the sequels, but they looked pretty bad. Ah, this room!
2 is okay, 3 sucks.
Is
Um,
this the room I'm thinking of?
I'm making this look a lot easier than it is. This is the room you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That's the catch. You have to be very precise with the controls. Also, don't zoom out the camera, otherwise it will spaz out and kill you, like so. So don't change the camera angle. Zoom it in kind of close, because if you get the second floor of the bars caught in the camera, it's going to try to go to both of them. And therefore, it's going to alter your movements and make you die. Pretty good.
Oof. Good save.
That was close. Such skill. Also, if you're wondering where those fire things are coming from, there's a cigar man up at the top of the room
Of
who
course.
shoots those things down at you because he thinks it's funny.
It's
He's
funny.
got a sick sense of humor.
It's really such a jerk enemy placement.
Funny because it's true.
Actually, I am just realizing how much potential there could be for an aggravating hack of this game.
Elaborate.
Let's see. Cigar Men, Kids Land, stupid platforming shenanigans. Also, I think I just killed Cigar Man with that lucky shot off screen. I think he's literally standing right there, and I think I killed him. We'll know
I
if
don't
he's
see
not.
any more fire.
He's not there.
I don't see a Cigar Man.
I killed him with that one lucky shot off screen.
Yay!
That's
did it.
honestly what you're best off trying to do. And here we have it, the final boss. I don't know what it is.
Oh boy, this better be epic.
I don't know what it is, and I don't think I'll ever find out. It's just,
Rocket Raccoon.
it's just everything. It's all the random level objects put together.
It's a Crippletron? What? What is that?
I do not know what it is, but the idea is you're supposed to hit the pool ball segments of its arm with your tongue to break them and
It's
damage
obviously
the
a
boss.
rocket man.
But not the cue balls, because you can't even attack the cue balls.
It's
This-
that thing Lord
this is
Crumb
weird.
drives.
It is a really strange boss. I'm actually defeating it really quickly. There's a pattern to the way its arms moves if you somehow have a hard time hitting those targets, which is not hard at all. There, we hit them all. We already won.
What?
It has a second phase.
Oh, I was about to say.
This phase can potentially be really difficult unless you know what you're doing. It's really weird. You have to hit it consistently with almost all of its own shots in a single go. If you do that, you win. That's all there is to it. But you have to do it that way, otherwise it's just going to keep coming back to life. Already won.
Like that?
Yep.
Well, that was a very anticlimactic final boss.
I know. I rushed through it. I think that's possibly one of the fastest runs of this boss on record. I know there's a faster one where someone beat the first phase before the guy could even spin around.
Wow. Oh boy, here comes the exciting credits.
The credits.
Can you believe this game's already over? Well, yeah.
I can. It's not much. I will say one thing that is kind of interesting is in Chameleon Twist 2, this world that you're seeing is jumping through in the credits is the first world of Chameleon Twist 2.
Foreshadowing. Interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of like they already had the programming starting on it.
Or might have been
Well,
like a...
considering it probably took them about a lunch break to make this entire game.
The thing is, like, Chameleon Twist 2, I know this sounds strange, graphically looks much worse than this.
Huh.
Like, the backgrounds are kind of appalling to look at. Like, even Jungle Land's background was really bad, but the ones in Chameleon Twist 2 are just obnoxiously bright. Ugh.
Just a bit of a distaste for it.
I do have a distaste for it. Also, I have a distaste for the fact that they changed the design of the chameleons somewhat as well. I mean, true, these chameleons look really stupid.
They're not chameleons. I don't care what you say.
Mega Man ripoffs.
Exactly.
I don't know what they are. Hey, look, it's those things from Desert Castle that look
It's
kind of
true.
like bees, but are actually hawks, but who cares?
Really, hawks?
I think they're hawks or eagles.
They're probably deli birds.
Delibird.
Delibird is a dumb Pokemon.
There's a lot
When
of
they
jump
can give you a
Pokemon.
present.
Who cares?
Don't you want a
Who
present?
cares about Delibird?
More interesting than Usopp, that's for sure.
Four Kids Usopp, maybe.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
It's better than the guy who's like, oh my
Magic
God.
Warp?
I watched this one review of One Piece where he's like, Soji King finally appeared. I've been
No, a lot of
waiting
people
for it."
call him that. I saw a video where someone actually made his slingshot or whatever, and the guy called him Soja King in that too. They don't have properly pronounced their G's.
So I'm happy you let's play this, even though it's kind of random and stupid.
I know. I'm kind of happy I did it too, because we're moving on to bigger and better things, which you'll see.
Much bigger and much better thing.
Much bigger, much better. I can't even overstate.
One of my personal favorites actually coming next.
And here we have the final dialogue. Jack, you followed me all the way here.
That is the dumbest thing I've
No,
ever
it's
heard.
not over. Did you enjoy your adventure? Nod, nod. It should be shaking. Come and
Come
visit.
He already has visited.
No, he says, us again. This is
Oh.
Breakins. Us again sometime. We'll be waiting for you. Yes, you and everyone who tries to kill me.
Was it really worth it coming down here? Why'd you even follow him in the first place?
Because we're the chosen ones. Look, if you go to the bottom of the video, you'll see the explanation
Nobody
for the
Oh,
cares.
right.
story. It's really deep and meaningful.
I'm sure.
Probably not.
I kind of want to write it in there. I think I may. Or
We'll
I may
see.
not. You know, who cares? If it does, then whoop-de-doo. Cool story, bro, for me. Future me.
Happy
Boing.
birthday, happy
We already made
birthday.
that joke.
Listen, this is the most oppressive jungle ever, and yes, we brought back the backpack. How cool. Blah, blah, blah.
No.
But seriously, this is a horrible place to live in. Like, he's like enclosed with nothing but rocks.
Yeah.
In all directions.
It's like the most boring jungle ever.
It's
Really.
Deep Jungle!
I'm gonna go off and die now! Woohoo!
We did it!
We can come back and visit us anytime.
Cleared
Let's see how you
all
did.
the stages, all of them. Almost
In an
have
hour and 15 minutes.
We have almost all the crowns. I think there are a couple we did lose, or I mean, didn't get.
The end?
It is the end. There's no question
Japan
mark.
system supply. Okay, that's what it was.
So they work out of a supply closet. Interesting.
What's the catch?
Nothing.
Meow. Oh yeah. Now here I'm going to show you in a completed file the thing that happens when you get all crown stickers for a level. We actually got less crowns in all these other files than the current one, which you completed but didn't save because I'm an idiot. It was apparently was saved in Ghost Castle. You see that question mark thing there that wasn't there before? It appears after you get crown stickers on every stage, which means getting most of the crowns in all of them. Like, I think 20 or more, something like that. Anyway, stage 7. ... question mark. It has no real name. It's simply this. You can jump to any boss and then fight it if you want. That's all there is to it.
That's kind of cool if the bosses were worth fighting.
Well, they are pretty fun. I mean, it's nice enough to
It's
have
interesting.
around.
It's a nice touch.
Yeah, it's more than I expected from it.
Exactly.
There's also, by the way, a multiplayer for it. I know this sounds crazy, like a battle mode.
Battle?
It's actually pretty
That
entertaining.
was like the N64's, go-to multiplayer.
Yeah,
thing.
they loved it.
Everyone had battles.
The multiplayer for this is pretty entertaining,
It's
but
true. Everything had a battle system.
I mean, that's all there really is to this. And we'll be back with a brand new Let's Play next time. Hope you enjoyed this one, and if not, too bad!